everyone, it's Viz here with a replay sent to me by, well, I won't say who, it's my giveaway who wins, but it was sent to me by someone in the FFA Discord. So let's have a look at it. This map is called Fade to Black. It's a pretty common free-for-all map, or that we use at least. It's got pretty standard, there's an expo for each person, 2 expos for each person, like here and here, there. Then there's big expo at the top and bottom for both, or supposedly I would say for these people to fight over and those people. And then there's 5 decent sized expos in the middle. So let's get started here. Alright, we have Supperman, Purple Zerg, top left, Borisu, Protoss, in top right. Light Blue Terran on the right side here, BudFox, Terran on the right, bottom right, I don't think I've seen him before. KasetaGamer bottom left, and misak, Terran on the left here. Everyone except BudFox I know, they're all in FFA Discord, which you should definitely join if you're not in already. We play a lot of free-for-alls. Alright, so let's speed this up a little bit. So the general idea I would say on this map is you're gonna want to be taking these middle expos pretty quickly. Of course, I mean, taking your nat is it's the obvious move because it's your nat, you know, everyone goes for their nat first, but I would consider on maps like this being a little riskier and going for these middle expos first, because the more you mine away from them, the less, you know, the less there is for the other players to get. Even if you get killed, so what? I mean, you might lose a little bit, but you gained minerals. Not only that, you took away minerals from the middle that someone else cannot have. But a lot of, it looks like everyone's going for the standard expo at their nat. Supperman sending some lings out. Looks like everyone has their nat going right now, which is good play all around. Lings decided to turn around. Oh, maybe they're going. Undefended Borisu. Taking out that forge, sure good. Stewed. Kill the race pickers. Looks like some people must have picked the race, which is generally frowned upon. Looks like these variables won't be very long. They are taking some workers out though. They're coming up bottom left. Expo not being mined quite yet. They're coming up for Supperman. Blue's looking pretty good right now. Got factories coming up. Another layer. Pretty standard free-for-all play. Would like to see someone going for these middle bases. They haven't barely even been scouted yet. Speed it up a little bit. Scammed up there. Thought I saw something go on here. Overlord, yeah, Overlord got hit. And he's dead now. Third going up, there we go. Borisu recovering. Citadel coming. Nice tank positioning here. No one's going to be killing this guy with ground. Good call here, BudFox. Hopefully going to pick up this expo here soon. Middle X. Skipping over this one and going to this one would be a very good call. Because you see, if he's able to get a significant amount of mining out of this base, and this guy, say, attacks him and wipes this base, he can always fall back to this base that's unmined here, and he'll have gotten some benefit from this base, and now, if he was to take this base, then he would get less benefit from it. And he would have, wasted units trying to get it. So the sooner you can get these middle bases, the better off you're going to be generally. Lurkers won't be able to make any progress here. Blue taking his third, very nice. Supperman sees that base. Looks like maybe he is going for his fourth. Very good. Maybe even a fifth here. That would be a good move if he's able to pull that off. He has very good positioning right now. He's, just burrow a few lurkers here and you're set here. Borisu taking a middle base, nice, and there we go. DDYO taking one of the middle bases. Pathway to victory for purple right now would be just to take out Borisu. Looks like he might try to do just that. Blue might have some other ideas. Just a little harass, nothing serious. Looks like blue is pushing up a little bit, forcing purple to retreat. No such luck from purple to defend that. Not much fighting going on elsewhere. Pretty standard free-for-all play. Looks like this guy got this base. Very nice. Pretty soon recovery mode, just chilling. Nice. Hopefully he can reclaim this fourth very quickly. The sooner he gets that, the better. Borisu mining from this base. Now purple's in kind of a tough spot. He's been seeing some aggression from blue. Usually, generally I see, once you start seeing aggression from a player, they're not going to stop. They're gonna kind of keep honing it up. I think purple's making a decent call, maybe not here, but by going to fight blue after seeing some aggression from him. Strategically, good call. Because people in free-for-all can tend to get a little spiteful or vengeful if you've been fighting them. So if you're going to fight someone, you might, if someone's trying to fight you, you might just need to wipe them out. Sometimes that's the best move, even though I think strategically for purple the best move would be to kill Borisu and get this base. Now blue is looking pretty strong. Has a nice... battle cruisers here. He's mining from 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. He's probably, I would say blue's definitely, light blue, in the best spot to win right now. Valkyrie's coming out. He's been left alone for a while, so he might be able to pick up another. Yeah, he's picking up a 5th base, so pathway to victory for light blue is to kill BudFox, which shouldn't be too difficult once some BCs come out. Valkyries aren't going to do anything to him, unless he has like 2 control groups of them. Not a lot of fighting going on right now. Supperman taking his base up here, that's good. He really needs to check out some of these middle bases here. Can't let Borisu get this free mining. And that's why I said, if you can take a middle base and just... Sometimes people don't even look at the middle, because they think, oh, the middle is a bad place to be. Which, I mean, yeah, it can be, but if you're able to get a base, like an undefended base and mine it, look, he's mined 400 off of each patch. So even if someone comes and kills this base right now, he'll still have benefited significantly from it. Even if he loses all these buildings, he'll still have a net gain. And he can always just run his war through over here and mine from here. It's the best move for purple at this stage. I think needs to get some defilers or ultras if he wants to fight this guy. Or he just needs to go, focus on this middle base here, because that's... If Borisu mines this out, he'll be pretty powerful. Protoss and Control's generally going to be overserved, unless they get a significant base advantage. Not quite enough to take on misak here. And not a lot of fighting on the other side here. Another battlecruiser player. But it looks like light blue has quite a bit more. And KasetaGamer just been chilling, doing his own thing. That does not look like he's really even scouted much. He sees this as empty. Pathway to victory for KasetaGamer would probably be to fight green. Although green is kind of a buffer between him and light blue. It's tough being Zerg in these situations, because if you're not able to get a base advantage, you're just going to lose against a Terran or Protoss. A huge drop by Borisu. I hadn't even noticed that he was building shuttles. Enormous drop where perhaps an Arbiter would have been a better choice. Eat shit, BC man. Fair enough. And while that's going, very smart play by Supperman here, while I don't know if he knew, but based on see, everything conveys information free for all. By Borisu saying eat shit BC man, he gave away that he was attacking. So while that was occurring, Supperman went and took this out. Very good call. Huge drop by KasetaGamer on blue. Also very good call there. Even though these minerals are mostly mined out, still good to wipe out the player next to you. Looks like this was taken care of rather swiftly. Took down a few buildings. KasetaGamer, or no, Supperman has his fourth running now, very good. Taking this base back, very good. See, he says, I killed 1 pylon, 3 probes. I mean, he killed all this stuff here, which maybe 1,000 minerals max. But he mined that from significantly more than that from the time he had this base. Looks like dark blue's gonna have a bit of trouble here. I honestly do not see a way for him to win this game at this stage. The only way would be is if he's able to reclaim this, get all these minerals, and just camp for a significant amount of time with vessels, PCs, tanks. That's the only way I can see him winning. I don't see him being able to get any of these bases. Unless people simply leave him alone. Meanwhile, this base died. Misak dropping it. Supperman realizing light blue's a big threat, and it's easy to get in there. I don't necessarily agree with this. Because he's fighting enemies over here. I don't like this move. I mean, it might still work out. Maybe no, he has so many defilers. Oh wait, he has. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Maybe he can make this work. He gets a good swarm. No. I don't agree with that move. I usually don't like attacking people if they're cross-map from. I consider that cross-map. I consider his neighbor Borisu. And Borisu is in positionally is able to get this base in this base even. Like, you want to be wiping out the players who are in positions that are going to prevent you from getting minerals. And Borisu's in a position to prevent Supperman from getting minerals. And look, he's going to fight him now. So you sending your army to light blue, light. I don't think that was an ideal play. But he has a lot of units still. He's still in a great position. So I think we'll see if he can wipe out Borisu's army here. And even manage to get this base over here, he'll be in great shape. BudFox doesn't look like he's been fighting a lot. He has a huge bank. And he hasn't even mined this base here at all, so he's actually in a great position right now, after having been left alone for so long. And after DDYO has been fighting Borisu and Purple a little bit, he might have some trouble against BudFox. And what he really needs to do is push on this base, prevent any more further mining to it. We'll see if he does that. He needs to act quick. Borisu pushing up on Supperman. Sort of. KasetaGamer with another drop. This looks like it's gonna wipe out misak. Maybe. Supperman needs to defend this. If he's able to defend this, he will be in amazing shape. Because Borisu's getting pretty poor now. This is kind of like his last stand. Supperman just needs to get this defended here. Looks like misak's alright. Really holding on. There's the swarm. Very good swarm. So it's taking care of it. BudFox pushing in on DDYO. Definitely needs to make something happen here. BudFox has great positioning. He's in a corner. He's mining from this, significant mining there, and he has this unmined base here. Once he gets that, he'll be in even better shape. Borisu's not in great shape. Supperman doesn't have a lot of bank, but he has position. If he's able to clear this stuff out, he has this base here to work with, this base here to work with, and even this one. Because misak is in no position to be contesting this base. Blue is dead here. Not quite dead, but just he's holding on long enough to mine away these minerals so no one else can use them. Light blue still able to mine this base here. I would like to see BudFox come and wipe this. And this. There's the worker transfer. I don't even know if he knows about this base. He might not. Once he figures it out, that'll be good for him. DDYO managed to not die to BudFox here. He really needs to make something happen soon. He's scouting. Alright, there we go. So hopefully he sees now, alright, I need to do something about this. I cannot let him get these bases uncontested. Supperman's keeping his army in good position here. Very good position to defend his bases. Actually looks like now he's gonna push on DDYO. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. These tanks are in huge position here. There's no way he's gonna be able to hit them. Zerg is gonna have a very difficult time getting here. He needs a plague on these. Good swarm though. Not quite able to make it happen. Oh, good plague though. That's huge. I don't agree with BudFox messing with KasetaGamer. Unless he scanned that there's still a lot of minerals here. Might be in his best interest to just wipe him out. He might see that he has nothing now. What does BudFox? He has plenty of BCs, so he has such a huge army. He really ought to be being aggressive. I don't think this is the time to camp for him. He needs to be aggressive and take these bases, or at least poke at them. Supperman reclaiming his bases. He's got a great position right now. He needs to wipe out JustBorisu. For this space here. Now, if this space was mined out, I would say just leave JustBorisu alone, probably, but every little bit of minerals counts for Zerg, and look at him taking this middle base. Very good. And no one's really able to stop him, because light blue cannot venture out with BCs. He's just going to get plagued, and there BudFox goes, finally going for this base. But see, it's already mined out now. He should have activated sooner. At least he's doing something. We'd love to see him go this way. If he's able to clear these two bases, he would be in an enormous position to win. Because even though Supperman has more bases, he's Zerg. Which has a bit of trouble against Terran in the late game. Good play by Supperman there. Clearing out another middle base. BudFox taking, yeah, double attack. It's a 2v1, but strategically it's the right move. He might not even know about that going on, but good timing there. KasetaGamer trying to push on blue now. Blue's already mined these bases out, so these efforts are a little futile. This base is mined out, there's no reason to go that direction. DDYO is just not having a good time here. So, BudFox might be in trouble here. He only has one tank. No tanks up here. Ah, it's bad. He needs some tanks up here. Generally, you don't want to be leaving your base as undefended as he is. You always want to have some kind of tanks. It's Terran. Purple's positioning is very good. He has a great setup here. Lots of access to minerals. But he has a lot of ground, and it helps that KasetaGamer has been messing with misak. We're really preventing him from putting any pressure on these bases over here. Looks like light blue might... Well, he might hold on here. Still has a little bit of minerals to pick from. Still mining from his nat here. A lot of wasted units on both sides in this fight here, but at least he's keeping misak busy for purple. Purple with all these middle bases here. He doesn't have the biggest bank, but he has the biggest access to minerals. So over time, every second that passes, purple becomes statistically more likely to win this, despite being third. Lost that hatchery. BudFox needs to get some minerals here. He needs to find... Is he going to see it? He might see it. He might see it. Yes. He definitely sees those minerals. There we go. He's lifting there. So if he's able to take these, He'll be able to put up a good fight to purple. Because he has a decent sized bank right now. Light blue tapping out. And BudFox has access to this space. It's tiny, but something. It's really going to come down to Supperman and BudFox here. Risu has, well, he has some slight bank. Some spellcasters. He might defend this ultimately. The Supperman can just keep pounding on him. He has no bank, that is true. He might have a decent sized army, like a scary-ish army, but he's not going to be able to replace it very well once this source comes out. Once this mineral source runs out, he's really in no position to be attacking. BudFox, there you go. He's taking that base right there. That'll be huge for him. And he has access to this base here. Unless KasetaGamer takes it and is able to mine away a significant amount of it. Misak actually pushing out a bit, despite being on the ropes for a while. Making something happen here. I would not attack black if I was him, because black is, you know, adding pressure to his enemy purple. If I was him, I'd get my units back around over here, defend myself, and maybe push on this. Purple reinforcing. Oh, and while that, oh, poor Misak. While that's happening, KasetaGamer is just taking him down. It's a bit of a last-ditch effort for Misak. He had no other option now. He needed to push on and get some more resources from somewhere else. He couldn't just camp in here and win with what he had. Well, these units did live. Maybe he'll be able to put something up. Get a little bit of minerals. BudFox back in his main. Probably the best play right now, other than to get this. He has an enormous bank. Supperman's kind of running low. He still has this nice base here and this one. He really needs this one running again. Borisu's mined out, but he has a decent sized bank. See, Borisu could very well win this, but he would have to camp. He really would have to camp with DAs, arbiters, you know, and not out here. He would need to just chill in his base up here in the ramp. With 5k minerals as Protoss, he could very well win this game, but he probably will not camp. He looks like he recalled somewhere. Where did he go? I have no idea where he went. Looks like he recalled some units. I don't know where they are. Misak, he's not giving up. I can respect that. It looks like this is going to go down. Even if we siege up, I think he's going to die. This is a significant amount of depots and tech. He could very easily mine the space out, but I don't think there's a pathway for him to win anymore. BudFox picking up some vessels, that's smart. He realizes he's going to be ultimately having to fight Zerg in the end. Unless Borisu is able to significantly, you know, like make a nice defense here and camp with his 5k mins. With DAs. Looks like Supperman's not gonna let it happen though. It's probably the smartest play for him. Yeah, it wasn't his. He did nothing wrong necessarily. He just was unfortunate to be fighting two at the same time. Now, if he had left purple alone, this is why I don't like unwarranted aggression. If he had left purple alone from the start, if he did not send these units up here in the beginning, maybe he wouldn't have been fought by purple, and he would have only been dealing with KasetaGamer. But because of his actions, he I guess stirred up the hornet's nest in purple, which made purple, push on him a bit. Very nice by Supperman with these hydras. Good positioning. These DAs aren't going to do very well now. See, that's why I wanted Borisu to get up in here, make some little, a few cannons up here, your Spellcasters behind. Supperman would not be able to get in, unless, he did a huge mass drop. BudFox has been wiping out KasetaGamer this whole time. Some starts here. Killing a mine base. No, we're gonna see a plague. I don't think so. Still mining over this base. Very nice. We'll get this one soon. Wiping out Borisu. There's no minerals over here, but it's still a good idea to get rid of a Protoss player, He's still producing. He's 3K. If he really needs to push up and get him ASAP before he goes anymore and he camps. If he's able to wipe him out here, he'll be in amazing shape. Yep, Borisu leaves with 4K in the bank, too. That was a huge play. Supperman taking out Borisu, 4K mins. But now he's in an interesting situation. He has no minerals. He's mining a lot, but he has none in the bank. But BudFox is going for Kaseta, who's pretty much dead. So it's just down to Supperman and BudFox, and I guess Kaseta is still mining here. But he has no pathway to victory at this point. His bases are, they're getting mined out here. But he has this nice huge middle base. And this one would go in here. Oh, he might lose this one here. Unless it gets... No, it's not going to. Oh, yes it will. Good catch by BudFox. Still got a bit of minerals there. He still has access to these too. Honestly, I think theoretically from this stage, BudFox should probably win. However, he does not have tanks here. He doesn't have any tanks on his ledge, which will make this ground force super powerful against him. And his army is over here too. Oh man. Looks like we'll have a base race situation here. Now, if there was tanks on this ridge here, this would not be happening. The tanks on this ridge would have prevented this whole thing from happening, and he would still be killing his main too. Now he's going to lose his entire tech structure, all his depots. He's building over here. Now, at this stage, I'm just going to pause. The way for BudFox to win this is he needs to get these SCVs into this base, maybe, this base, and just build a bunch of factories, a couple starports, get some tanks on this ridge, and defend. He has the bank for it. He has a significant bank. that would be the only way for him to win at this point. Even though he has this huge BC fleet, I don't think he's going to be able to fight all these defilers and hydras. Shut up, knob. Now he's wiping out all his tech. He needs to rebuild. He needs to get like a hive over here. Yep, there's his lair going up. This might be a bit too late. Supperman needs to get over to these middle bases here. ASAP. Okay, looks like BudFox. Oh, he's getting cleared out. He's not letting him build anything. Okay, there you go. He has at least something over here. So he will not get eliminated. He's not going to be able to rebuild necessarily because he doesn't have many SCUs to work with. Building an NG build, I guess just to stay alive. Let's see, the Defiler. Plague, I need a huge plague. Swarms here. Might be too late. Get a swarm up. Oh, big plague. Don't lose that. Uh-oh. Don't lose that one either. Oh no. Suddenly it's looking a little worse for Supperman. Although he is... Yep, there you go. He's getting a lair here. Yeah, it's a nice little bonus. There's a few minerals there for him. Okay, I'm dead. Not quite. At this stage, there is no reason for BudFox to lose. Even though... even though his base is dead. If you're ever in this situation, you just need to scout around. I mean, it's kind of hard to use these Valkyries to scout around. Just look all around the perimeter of the map. Do not allow any, do not allow this. Do not allow any tech to be built. And he's very BM about it. I kind of want to see this guy's record. Okay, alright. So it looks like he might have spotted the tech here. So he is doing what I was saying. Spreading out his units, looking all around. He's playing that very correctly. He cannot allow anything to happen. But Supperman's also doing the right thing by just scattering around, just retaking bases after they die. Quickly doing things all around the map. What? Sniping a BC, maybe. Ooh, got it. I don't think he has a Defiler. Oh, and here the Irradiates are gonna just annihilate him. So maybe a path to victory for Supperman would be locate his final buildings. He has he has 3 buildings over here. 4. He has 4 buildings that I can see. And an SCV over here chilling. He's able to rebuild this. Wow. So I'm shocked. Oh, no, he sees it. Oh, man. I'll be shocked if anyone other than BudFox sees this. He doesn't have many hidden bases. He's getting spotted here. Yep. He's getting irradiated. Well, he's getting spotted here. Oh man. I don't know how this game goes on any longer, honestly. Are they able to wipe him out? I don't think so. He has plenty of minerals. Oh wow. He has no access to minerals. Oh, he has this, but I don't see anything up. Cassette has no minerals. He's a muta. I don't know why he's not bringing his BCs over to do something about it. He might just be toying with them at this point. There's a muta. Oh yeah, he still has his Greater Spire. That's why he's able to build units. He could very easily just irradiate this. He's fucking around. He's just wasting time for purple to come back and do something. Yeah. BudFox with your 11k, dude, you cannot lose this. If you lose this, I will be completely shocked. He might just be screwing around. He has plenty of BCs still. Still building up. Oh wow. He's losing things. Going off of units here. Why is he not moving these BCs? What is he doing? There he goes, using those there. He has another thing here, but no minerals to work with. He needs to keep looking for those buildings. Where's KasetaGamer? I don't think he has a hatchery. There is a CC there, there's an NG here, NG there. He has 3 buildings, I believe. Plenty of units to work with. Let's speed this up. Trim my base. I lose now, last building. NG Bay. There's another NG Bay. CC. He has 3 built. Yeah, the Zergs have no way to get him. Let's just speed this up. Looks like he can just wipe that last building. They don't have a mute. Yeah, there's no muta. There's no way for them to finish off the last buildings. To add insult to injury, he's landing at a base with minerals to mine even more that he doesn't need. No, he can't build an SCV. Yeah. He's not even... What? He left. Okay. Alright. So, realistically, BudFox won this, but he left the game, leaving 1 extractor here alive, so... Technically, Supperman won this, but in theory, BudFox was the winner. He might have just been screwing around. That was an interesting game. I would say mostly well played by everyone. I would say I would have liked to see these middle bases get taken faster. Supperman had a lot of them at one point. I didn't like how he was attacking light blue. He really needed light blue to be fighting these guys. Like, he should have been letting light blue fight this guy instead of trying to mess with him. Misak, ultimately, he should have left purple alone, unless he really planned to kill him. Like, I don't like that random aggression with minor amounts of units because it just gets people. It's an emotional thing. It just gets people emotionally invested in fighting with you because you initiated a fight with them when they were minding their own business. So, better play from Misak would have been to wait till he had a bigger army, then fight purple, or just realize, hey, maybe this guy down here is going to be fighting me, or maybe I didn't see any fighting going on, but ultimately he probably should have just chilled and not tried to fight. Go up here with a minimal amount of units. BudFox played this pretty correctly, I would say. He played a very campy style. He chilled in these bottom bases, built up. Only really attacked when he needed to, it seemed. But I would say his biggest mistake was not having tanks on this ridge, because that would have prevented him from losing his main, and he would have just won this game even faster. But great game. Thanks for sending that to me, Supperman. And stay tuned for more. Bye.